Hello again, self-suckers. And welcome to week 3 of our fantasy league. For those of you that are paying attention and playing weekly, I sincerely appreciate you. For those who are not, I hope your dick falls off into an alligator-filled tank and torn to shreds. Week 2 was full of some tight matchups, gutsy play calls, and of course, a Dallas Cowboys victory baby. Let's fucking go. Checking in on our prediction record, I made some better calls last week, and now sit with a respectable record of 5-5 for the year. Go big brain narrator. Now, let's take a look at a recap of our week 2 matchups to kick things off. Our first game can be easily summed up by just 2 words.
Derrick Henry. King Henry.
When you not stand up with that man and let him just throw you out of the
club. Derrick Henry absolutely teabagged Alex's squad, and Dak and Zeke did exactly as I had predicted. They put up just enough points to secure a Cowboys victory, while still not putting enough up to take out King Cobra.
Henry trying to turn it on inside the 30, stays on his feet, and he will go!
Good looking out, boys. King Cobra took home the W with a final score of 131.56 to 104.08, which was good enough to also be this week's biggest blowout game. Also, no surprise here that the player of the game was King Henry himself. Better luck next time, Alex. Next, we have the matchup between Buckerson and Myers, taking on the Texas Rams. Buckerson was able to find victory, in a large part due to the play of Lamar Jackson and TJ Fuckface Hawkinson, ending with a final score of 126.06 to 109.62. The player of this game was Brandon Cooks, for some stupid reason. Fuck Lamar Jackson, I guess. Next, we have the matchup between the Wampus Cats and Archibald Meatpants. This game was one of our closer ones this week, with Archibald almost making the comeback Monday night with an amazing 4-touchdown performance from Aaron Jones. But the effort, unfortunately, came up short, ending with a final score of 109.7 to 106.72. The player of the game belongs to Mr. Tony Pollard. He's quickly becoming a fantasy force to be reckoned with. Good game, boys. Next, we have the matchup between Bishop Sycamore, taking on Ben's bye week. Ben took the big brain strategy of ignoring and not touching his lineup this week, which may be why he ended up losing this game, 126.68 to 108.52. The player of this game was Tyler Lockett. Lockett helped put up some big numbers, securing the victory for Bishop Sycamore. How about you start throwing that ball DK Metcalf's way, Russell Wilson? You fucking midget. To wrap up our week 2 recap, we have Jake Off All Day, taking on T Barrett 50 Cal. With an ass full of ivermectin and a stomach full of Miller Lite, Jake decided to give Tanner the best birthday present ever. A fantasy football loss, served up nice and hot from sexy Tom Brady and his overgrown sidekick, Gronkowski. Winning this game, 122.64 to 110.50. Brady's en route to break records this year after a great start to the season, and Jake's proving that he's the legit #1 team so far, with a 2-0 record, while scoring more points than anyone else in the league. So I think I speak for everyone when I say, fuck you, Jake. The player of this game, surprisingly, the Buffalo Bills defense, putting up 22 points. They put up more points than most of our players. With that bullshit out of the way, it's time to now look forward to our week 3 matchups. Our first game we are going to look at will be T Barrett 50 Cal, taking on the Wampus Cats. Yahoo has the Wampus Cats sitting at a 40% chance to win this game. But I think Tony Pollard has another big game, while Mike Evans gets some great opportunities in the game versus the Rams, in what should be a high-scoring game. Plus, Tanner will be too busy playing Call of Duty to tinker with his team, and will more than likely leave an injured Josh Jacobs in his starting lineup.
Humiliation.
Bullsack backlot. Next, we take a look at Bishop Sycamore, taking on the Texas Rams. Yahoo has the Rams projected to win by 52%, and I agree this week. I think Joe Burrow gets buried by the Steelers while Russell Wilson throws all of his passes to DK Metcalf, completely ignoring Tyler Lockett, while the Rams explode in their matchup against the Buccaneers. By that I mean the St. Louis Rams. I mean the LA Rams. God damn it, where's my whiskey?
Fuck you. Whiskey?
Next up, we will take a look at Ben's bye week, taking on Jacob all day. Yahoo has projected Ben's bye week taking this one, with a win probability of 56%. But if there's one thing we know, it's that Yahoo doesn't know jack shit, so I'm taking Jacob all day to put away Ben's squad, to advance to 3-0. I think Herbert and Kittle will have another poor fantasy game, and Brady and Gronk will continue to dismantle defenses, leading to a victory formation for Jake.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
Next, we have Buckerson and Myers taking on Alex's swell team. Seriously, get a new name already, Alex. Yahoo has fucked Buckerson favored to win this game, with a win probability of 55%. But I'm going to go with Alex's squad here for the win this week. But only because the Cowboys are playing the Philadelphia Eagles, and Dak and Zeke are going to annihilate their defense. Also, Alex could really use a win, and Chad needs to join the loss column with everybody else. And finally, we have reached our matchup of the week. King Cobras vs. Archibald Meatbuns. After dismantling Alex's team last week, Cobra looks to continue his hot streak, while riding the dick of Derrick Henry again. Yahoo has this matchup in favor of King Cobra, but just slightly, with a 52% chance to win. But come on now. You already know how this goes, bruh. I give Cobra a 100% win guarantee this week, over Archibald Meatbuns, making this my
Stone cold lock of the century.
Your ass is grass hillbilly. I've got 4 stinky king-sized presents coming your way.
One. Two. Three. 4.
Well, that will wrap up our week 3 preview. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all again next week. And remember, keep sucking.